this is Dr. Vance, and I'm here on the Sea of Cortez. And if you'll stay with me today, I will give you one of the most powerful ways to ensure that you see change in the audience or the audiences to whom you speak. My wife and I, as you can see, this beautiful, beautiful ocean behind me. Not really the ocean, it's the Sea of Cortez, like I said, but my wife and I just recently went snorkeling this morning for about 2 hours. And it's all about expectations here. You look out there, all you see is water, don't you? Well, that's the way most tourists in this area, that's what they see. They look out there and they look in this direction and they look in that direction, and all they see is water. But we've been here before. And my wife and I will put on snorkels, put on our fins, and underneath the surface of that water is the most phenomenal world that you've ever encountered. We literally, within 2 hours, within probably 20 feet of us, at all times, there were probably 200 to 300 fish of all colors and shapes and sizes. We had a school of tuna swimming around us, small tuna, just swimming all around us. There must have been 200 of just them. There's coral reefs that go beyond vision when you're looking in the water. 50, 100 feet of coral reefs in all directions. Little tiny fish, great big fish, lobsters hiding in the crevices. But we would miss it all if we didn't have the expectation that we have when we get up in the morning, put on our fins, put on our mask, jump in the water, and go see the world that God has created underneath this water. Now, how does that relate to the audiences to whom you get to speak? Well, let me ask this question. Before you ever get up in front of that audience, what do you expect? What do you expect your audience to do, to become, to be? What do you expect God to do with them? What do you expect God to do with the words that He's already given you? What are your expectations? Because just as vast as the world is underneath that seemingly bland water, seemingly bland surface, so too are the possibilities of change in every single audience to whom you speak, but only if you approach it with a deeply profound expectation that God is going to do something magnificent. You see, I never get up in front of an audience, but what I expect world change. Oh, please, I know. That please don't take that in an arrogant way. It's not that I'm the greatest speaker in the world. I'm not. It's just that I'm speaking about the greatest topic in the world, and I have the greatest God in the world, and I know that if I am there with an audience, I'm there because God has chosen me for that time with those people in that place, and He has something very specifically that He wants to do within the hearts of everybody that's there. So, when I get ready to go up front, I am looking for incredible world change and nothing less. Because your expectations, here's the flow, your expectations impact your actions, and your actions determine the outcome of what happens during the time in which you are up front of that audience. And here's how it works. When you have an expectation, and I'm not even going to deal with the other side of being discouraged or down or disappointed or not expecting anything to happen or I'm not going to deal with any of that. I'm going to deal with what happens when you expect God to change the world through the time that you have up front, whether that's 15 minutes or that's 5 hours, I don't care. When you expect God to change the world, what does it change in you? Well, first of all, it changes everything. I'm going to address just 3 areas. 3 areas that it impacts radically are, first of all, your face. Man, when you get up front, if you don't expect anything, what does your face do? It's down, it's bored, it's not full of life. But when you expect great things to happen, people see the glow in your eyes. People see the look, the tone, everything about your face is wow, I cannot wait to see what God is going to do. What else does it impact? Well, it impacts your tone. You can hear just in the tone of my voice right now what I expect this video to do. And when you get up front and you have the opportunity to speak about the greatest message on the face of the earth, and whether you're speaking about Genesis or Revelation, I don't care. If you've got an expectation that God is going to change the world, your entire tone of voice changes. You're excited, and understand, excitement and passion is different for every single one of you. Your excitement and passion will look much different than mine, but people will know, because they'll know you. They'll know that you're excited. They'll know that you have passion. They'll know that there's something different about this morning. And then number 3, what else does it impact? Or what else does it, what else does it impact? What else does it change? It changes your body movements and everything about it. You gotta bounce to your step, and I can't do that because it's gonna bounce the camera all over the place. But you gotta bounce to your step. You got movement in your arms. You've got expression on how you take the stage. You don't hide behind a pulpit. You don't hide behind a mic. You're all over because your energy is just flowing out of you because you have so much expectation of what God is going to do. Because just like this ocean out here, when we got in there, we saw the world that was underneath that. Oh, if I could take each one of you and take you to your audience and take you behind the scenes and show you spiritually what God wants to do in the hearts and the minds and the lives of the men and the women and the children that are sitting in those pews. If I could show you what God wants to create within their spirits and the changes that He wants to make for 1, 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and then generation after generation, just because of the words that you're bringing to them, then I wouldn't have to convince you. I wouldn't even have to write this video. If you saw that, if you saw the potential, you would be explosive up front because you'd be so excited about what God is going to do. All right, this is Dr. Vance signing off from the Sea of Cortez. Have a blessed and a wonderful day.